And hi, my loves. It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition. And the first thing that Spirit wants me to share with the beautiful soul who is listening to this is you can do anything you put your heart to. If you've been asking for a way of how do you move forward, how do you create a life you love, how do you walk away from something that is not serving you, if you've been asking yourself a certain kind of question of how, the how of it is inside of your heart. And the divine wants me to let you know that you can do anything you put your heart to. I know we usually say you can do anything that you put your mind to. However, it's the heart. This is why it's so important to do shadow work. It's important to forgive yourself, others. It's important to let go of resentment. It's important to, even though you hear those fears, you make a conscious decision to push through them. Because when we do that, we are accessing the heart. And any moment that you hold on to those things that I said, it actually blocks the heart chakra. And the reason why I say you can do anything you put your heart to, because the heart is one of the most purest places inside of us. It houses unconditional love. It houses humility. Did I say that word right? I pray I did. But for all my OGs, you know what I mean. You know how that dyslexia kicks in. The heart is a powerful tool. And when we are creating things that we love, and currently what's happening is you are creating a life that is more authentic to you, it is best that you create from the heart. The heart is one of the purest forms. It's genuine. It's authentic. So what Spirit wants you to know, the answer is inside of your heart. You feel it, you know it. You can do whatever you put your heart to. In your heart is where courage lives, is where acceptance is. I have this quote that I say, words that are engraved on my heart: self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance. These are beautiful things. These are magical things. When you follow your heart, you are being your most authentic self. So today your heart is asking you to do something. I feel for everyone it's different. I know my heart is asking me to do something. And I know your heart is asking you to do something. And maybe it's time to honor your heart. It's time to honor your heart. Because in honoring your heart, you're creating something beautiful. You are creating something authentic. You are creating an expression of you. And this is why we come to earth, to create, to leave our beauty on this world, to leave our mark on this world. So this can show up in your career. This can show up in your relationships. This can show up within yourself. It's all about how you want to show up and express yourself. What do you want to create in this world that's more authentic to you? So, some of these things that, you're moving away from or you're jumping into, depending on where you are on your journey, It can feel good. You can feel excited. Like, hey, I'm about to like throw some creativity out there. I'm about to really just show up and just embody me and love me and do what I love. You know? And then it could feel a little nervous, you know, because those nerves of you actually creating, actually honoring your heart, listening to yourself can be a little bit scary. And then, you know, on the more, I want to say, shadow aspect of this, of honoring your heart could be telling you, you know, it's time to leave some patterns, some ways of being, some ways of thinking behind. It's time to, you know, walk away from what doesn't serve you, what's inauthentic to you. Is it this relationship? Is it this job? Is it this mindset? You know, and it could be a little scary. How does Tori know that? I just walked away from a 20-year friendship. However, I know that it was for the best interests of me and the person involved. So, you can do whatever you put your heart to. No matter how hard or difficult or unrealistic, and I put that in quotation marks, that it might seem. When you make a conscious decision to honor your heart, you're honoring the most truest expression of yourself and for all involved. And this makes the world a better place. This makes life a better place. So, that is what Spirit wanted me to share on an intuitive note with the beautiful soul who is listening to this video. Now we are going to go ahead and jump into your tarot message and just see what Spirit, you know, wants you to know about honoring your heart and knowing that you can do whatever you put your heart to. Whatever you put your heart to is destined to be successful and succeed because you're doing it from the most genuine place of you. We couldn't get more genuine than your heart. Okay? So before we jump into that, I do want to just take some time and for you to acknowledge how amazing you are and really love on you. Because when you are tuning into anything that I post, anything that I do, you are tuning into yourself. You are making a vow to love you, honor you, to know your worth, and to accept yourself wholeheartedly. And I want to congratulate you because that takes courage to choose you. It takes courage to love every aspect of yourself, the part that people clap for and the part that people don't clap for. But you're making a conscious decision to show up for yourself. So for that, it is an honor to be a part of your journey. I want to invite you in this 3-minute meditation, the self-love oath, okay? A promise to yourself to love you and all of you. That right now in this very moment, that you as you are more than enough. You don't need to change to be worthy. You don't need to have some kind of status to be accepted. You, as you are, Love Muffin, is more than enough. You, as you are, is blessing the world with your presence. It is such an honor to be you. So we're going to take this 3-minute oath and then I will be right back to get into your tarot proportion. Did I say that right? Tarot portion? I'm hungry, guys. Proportion. That's like food. I was going to call you guys my paninis at the beginning of this video. I want a veggie panini. All right, let's go. If you could, Love Muffin, I would like you to take 3 deep breaths with me, setting the intention to let down your guard, to soften your heart, to open your spirit and your crown chakra. So here we go. Starting with breath 1. In through the nose. Hold. Release through the mouth. Breath 2. In through the nose. Hold. Release. Breath 3. In through the nose. Hold. Release. Now, the intimate conversation with yourself begins, flowing in unconditional love. I accept me for who I am in this present moment. I don't have to be anything or anybody but me. Me being me is more than enough. I love and accept me just the way I am. There is nothing I will not do for my happiness. There is nothing I will not do to see me smile. There is nothing I will not do or let go of for my well-being. I love me with my words and my actions. I know that it is uncomfortable and scary, but I deserve the best, and I am open to the infinite universe to bring me blessings, opportunities, adventures, and relationships that mirror back to me my limitless worth and beauty. I am happy and thankful that I now know myself, love myself, and accept myself wholeheartedly. I want to start by thanking you for allowing me in your energy, for allowing me in your sacred space. I don't take it lightly, and I don't take it for granted. Thank you for your vulnerability and access to your energy. Thank you, my loves, for taking that 3 minutes to really love on yourself. And I hope that it warmed your heart. I hope it gave you all those goosey feelings. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to just jump right into what is it that Spirit wants you to know, okay? When it comes to really allowing your heart to pave the way, listening to your heart, what's going to happen? What does Spirit want you to know? Because that is the message that I'm strongly feeling currently right now. And as we know, guys, time does not exist. Whenever this message finds you, that is when it's meant for you. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pull this oracle card, and this is really going to be geared towards what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your well-being right now in this very moment. Okay, this is what you need to know, and then we will go ahead and pull some tarot to get the general message that Spirit has for you. So I'm probably going to speed this up. All right, I'm probably going to speed it up so we can just go ahead and jump right into the message. Okay, so first out we have the 5 of Vessels, and this is the Wildwood Tarot deck. This is the first deck that I ever bought. And this is all about ecstasy. So what Spirit wants you to know is when you make a decision to allow your heart to make decisions for you, okay, when you make the decision to follow your authentic path, no matter how scary it might seem, this is really going to lead you down a path of ecstasy. It's going to put you in your bliss. I just love the way that this card is. It's just so carefree, not caring, marching to your own tune, to your own beat, being the star of your life. Okay. Next, we have the 10 of Stones, which deals with home. Then we have the 3 of Stones, all about creativity. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. And I feel like that is the overall energy or the perceived obstacle for right now. Because I feel like in some form or some way, if you have stumbled upon this video and just what I'm seeing collectively and just by the sessions that I've had with my soul family, my loves, we are all being called to a new foundation in some form. This could be a way of thinking. This could be in your career. This could be, how you love yourself. This could be how you treat yourself. But in some form, you are being guided to create a new foundation for yourself, a new way of thinking, a new way of feeling. Like some cycle, some way of being, some way of seeing things, some way of doing things is over. And me personally, I've come into the mindset, it hasn't always been this way, but I've come into the mindset that when things end, I used to let it like drive me up a wall, but now I'm more inviting to it because I know with every ending, there is a new beginning. And as long as I follow my heart, I know that I will never be strayed in a wrong direction. And I don't know if you kind of felt my hesitation when saying that, because we grow up in a world who, if you follow your heart, there can be a label placed on that, that you're soft, you're weak, or, that's not the smartest thing to do is to follow your heart. However, it is. Because your heart is connected with your truth. And we know that these soul sessions, these daily inspirations, these are centered around you. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is now, currently, we are building foundations around ourselves. What feels like home to you when it comes to your career, when it comes to your love life, when it comes to, your well-being, when it comes to your spiritual journey? Time out for doing anything that is not putting you in this 5 of Vessels energy, this ecstasy. What is that to you? What is pure bliss to you? What is joy to you? Because listening to your heart is literally going to guide you home with this 10 of Stones right here. I love this card. It's so beautiful. I love how, I don't know if you guys can see it, but on the side of the stones that we have 2 peoples, like two impression. I don't even know if that's a word, but 2 imprints of people. And I see this as your divine masculine and your divine feminine. And I feel like this is balance within yourself. Because wasn't it the soul guidance that I posted yesterday was talking about creating balance within your life? To really live from your heart, it takes vulnerability. And a lot of people are scared to really honor their heart because, you could be taken advantage of, or in a love situation, you could be taken advantage of, or just honoring your heart. It might look different than the path or the foundation that you set down. Maybe you thought you were one way. Maybe you thought life was going another way. But I think 2020 taught all of us a valuable lesson. Expect the unexpected. Okay? So no matter what you're looking at, no matter how it feels, now is the time to fully and truly honor your heart. Because with this 3 of Stones, I love this card. It's all about creativity. And do you see how she is grounded in the rocks? How, she's grounded in the earth. I really feel like when you follow your heart, when you honor your heart, no matter what your heart is telling you to do, this is where whatever growth you're trying to see within yourself, within your life, within your relationships, this is where it's going to manifest. But it's all about knowing that you can do whatever you put your mind to. I told you the month of May is a very creative month. It's a time to really express yourself in all forms and really do what it is that you love. That is where your heart is leading you. Your heart is getting you to open up to do what it is that you love, to do what truly lights you up. Following my heart has been one of the most liberating things I could have ever done. When I was scared, when I left and walked away from my marriage that was loveless, I honored my heart. When I walked away from that career that was not serving me, no matter how much fears of money and all that stuff came up, I honored my heart. When I made a conscious decision to love myself and to be about my well-being, I honored my heart. When I was scared shitless and starting a business, starting my channel, Guided Intuition, I honored my heart. Before you honor your heart, you will be scared. You will be nervous because you are going in unknown territory. You are making a conscious decision to trust something greater than you when you honor your heart. I don't know if you guys can hear the firecrackers that are now popping. You guys hear that? Literally, when you make a decision to honor your heart, you are going to live freely. So this is what it's about right now, guys. It's about honoring your heart. And look at this, the oracle that we chose, the great serving, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So whatever you're looking at, no matter how uncomfortable it feels, okay, one of the things that I was telling a love muffin that I had a session with, just make sure you're meditating. I love meditating, playing those wavelength sounds are very good right now because a lot is transforming. A lot is transpiring right now. And it's so crazy because sometimes out of frustration and anger, clarity is born. Because just like this card says, softening to love. Whatever is happening in your life, whatever is uncomfortable for you right now, it serves its purpose because it's getting you to open up to love. It's getting you to open up to your authentic self. It's getting you to open up, and find your way back home. It's like everybody has been given a canvas, a blank canvas and a paintbrush. Maybe you liked your old canvas. You liked your old foundation, the house that was really, it was working. But I really feel like everyone is getting a new foundation so you can build something even better that's more authentic to you from the ground up. And that can be nervous. Sometimes starting over from the ground up, that can be a little nerve-wracking. It can bring up all these emotions in ourselves right here. You see the Mars energy, anger, conflict. But in the end, it's going to be well worth it. I'll never forget, like, I was a person that everyone called when it comes to like party planning. That's me. Like, I'm a one woman show, honey. Like, I will bake all the goods. I will hang up the the decorations, like, and I ain't talking like no little peasy easy stuff. Like, I am the DIY queen, okay? Like, I get it done. And in the process of party planning or doing some kind of major event or even a wedding, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a lot that goes into that. There's a lot that's going to go into you honoring your heart. It can be frustrating when you're trying to get everything in alignment, when you're trying to, bake the cupcakes, set up all the treats and make it look pretty and hang up this. And it's a lot. But in the end, when I see everybody's face and my nieces and nephews are just so excited, it just brings me pure joy. And before you know it, someone else liked it and they want me to do their child's birthday party. And here I am doing it again. So I feel like for somebody, you just need to know this is just like growing pains. You're just growing through it. It doesn't feel good. It is uncomfortable. However, it's so well worth it. And literally as I'm saying this, I just feel like for some of my love muffins, it's like you don't feel worthy to have the desires of your heart. And maybe that's what you have to take a look at right here with this, the great serving. Asking yourself, why don't you feel worthy? Why can't a dream come true happen to you? Why doesn't, good things deserve, if you feel undeserving of these good things? Maybe it's time to throw on your affirmations, honey. It's time to lather yourself in unconditional love because you are. Maybe you don't feel ready for whatever your heart is pushing you towards or, guiding you towards, but you are. Take a leap of faith. Take the risk. Okay, if you wouldn't, okay, so what? Now you know. Now you don't have to wonder if. All right? I want to read this Mars card. So it says, the great serving. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. This is a shadow card, okay? One that may feel confrontational. Don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of letting love in. The planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance we can never escape. If we aren't careful, before long, we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. So, what I'm feeling is maybe you're comfortable when it comes to your career with following your heart, but when it comes to love, you like, oh, hell no. Or maybe you're comfortable when it comes to love with following your heart. But when it comes to career, oh hell no, I need stability. Like, it could be in your spiritual life, or even with yourself. It can be any category that out of past fears and just being taken advantage of, like, you're afraid to really open that space up. But you can do whatever you put your heart to. So it says, if this card surfaces, it can be for two reasons. Firstly, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. And secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our hearts to the world, to let the painful experiences confirm the agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia, I always mess this word up, when you're like paranoid paralyzes you, it's normal to want to hide away from others and the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, especially yourself. And a question that she asks is, how are you cutting yourself off from love? How can you soften towards those who have hurt you? I'm going to link this infamous forgiveness mantra that I always go to, that the beautiful Sophie 3 years ago introduced me to, and this is my go-to by Master Co. You will find it in the comment section. I will remember, but definitely do that. Really work with your heart chakra this week, because that's what's expanding. Your heart chakra is expanding, and sometimes I've experienced both, where, your heart chakra can expand and it feels absolutely good. Little nerves, or, it can get broken to, allow some more light in, to just really learn how to let go, forgive, and honor yourself. So that can feel a little difficult too, okay? So trust me, Tori knows I absolutely love you. I hope that this video brought you some clarity. It got you inspired about your life and where your life is headed. I absolutely love you guys. At some point, make sure that you get out in nature. Hug a tree for me and you. And as always, I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, and so much peace. Take care.
Follow, she blazing.